I'm supposed to be getting food to eat. And I'm sure a more popular. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Shree. How y'all doing? I think that. Child, I'm hungry. I'm about to go bun a split. Child. I. Okay, let me start this again. Envy just finished his live, and I am very sure that somebody else who is way more popular than me is gonna go live. Okay? And everybody is gonna be over there. 504. If you really left Envy's live, child, you done missed a lot. I got child, child. The beauty of me being live right now is that I can talk my talk, okay? And the people who will be here are the people who are meant to be here, okay? Because I ain't gonna have no panel. Panel, wow. I ain't doing none of that. But tonight was a night. 504. If you want to hear it, I can tell you. If you don't want to hear it, I don't blame you. All right, yeah. Yeah. I can't believe I sat through all of that. Okay, I truly cannot believe that I sat through all of that. And what got me 504 is the end. The end of it, 504. The end of it. Okay, not the beginning or the middle, the end of it. Okay, cool. All right. So we gonna go in chronological order as much as I can motherfucking remember and commentate on, my friend. Okay. So I remember you came in, and when you came in, Lady Snoop was on the panel. You know, she was talking her talk, and then I remember you left. You was like, "I'm out. I can't take this." At first, I didn't know who the fuck she was talking about, and then I realized she was talking about YouTube cameras. And y'all know that YouTube cameras is usually very poised and, graceful. And, I like to make fun of her and be like, you want some Mother Teresa ass shit, with the WAP. So, yeah, these people expected YTC to be on that type of time. YTC was not on that motherfucker type of time, okay? And in the chat, she was like, I don't give a fuck, bitch. And I had to, okay, so yeah, so Ken was up there. Okay, yeah. So YTC got hit with gamma rays and turned into the motherfucking Hulk in the chat. You hear me? I'm trying to show you. In the chat, I don't give a fuck, bitch. This, that, and the third, whoopty whap, this and that. What? Okay. Everybody, child, we gonna get to that. Everybody was surprised that YTC was banging in the chat. So now Snoop decided she wanted to talk about DG, okay, in relation to YTC. So as YTC tried to come up on the panel, her mic wasn't micing, okay, but we clearly hear YTC bringing the heat. She giving the same energy as in the chat. And she realized her mic wasn't micing, so as she dropped off, DG came on. Now you got half of the chat talking about, YTC called him up there, and YTC weak because she got a dude, coming up there, whatever. But if you know the history of DG and how he moved, he clearly could have been in the clouds and decided, why is this bitch talking about me, and went up there. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, 504. That is the truth. I was surprised because I didn't expect YT. I like I said in the chat, YTC has cussed motherfuckers out before. That is not what surprised me. What surprised me was the fact that she did it from in the chat. The way she did it. You know what I'm saying? She just bam! That's why I was like, oh shit, what the fuck? That shocked me. It ain't shocked me that she go to fuck off though. Cause she be going to fuck off. You heard? And that's normal shit. So yeah. So YTC jumped on the panel. She tried to jump on the panel again, but you know DG got super mic. All right, and he's cussing Snoop out all kind of way, bringing up all kinds of shit. Snoop trying to get back at him or whatever. And now people in the chat talking about he shouldn't be talking to her because that's a woman. And I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? DG did make YTC look weak by coming up there and getting that Snoop. Now, I get it. I'm not calling YTC weak. I'm not going to do that. Hell no, because I know she ain't weak. I understand how she move. You know what I'm saying? Everything. You feel me? So, like I said, I wasn't surprised she did that. I wasn't surprised that she didn't. I wasn't acting like she didn't have the capability to do that. I know she got the capability to do that. I was just surprised she did it. I figured she was gonna be, on Mother Teresa time too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me be all right, and then I'm gonna go on my panel tomorrow in the morning and get somebody. You feel me? So yeah. So okay. So Lady Nika is trying to get Snoop to come down off the panel. And I understand why, because really, that's the only way she gonna stop arguing with DG, right? They wanted her to get off the panel so DG could drop down, and then they let the women go back and forth, right? Cool. So at first, Bizarre went up there. Exactly, 504. I agree with that. Okay, 504, you stupid. Yeah, so yeah, so Pizarro tried to go up there first to tell Snoop to drop down, and Snoop wasn't going for it. So then after a while, Lady Nika herself went up there, and by that time, Snoop dropped down and DG got quiet. So YTC, frustrated and a motherfucker, is still going off. All right? She's, woo, Lord and Jesus. You know what I'm saying? And there was people in there like, oh, YTC weak. And there was people in there like, nah, she ain't no motherfucking weak. Get them motherfuckers because, you know what I'm saying? Who told Snoop to mention her name in the fucking first place? All right? Which is true. Who told Snoop to talk about DG? Motherfucking true. Because in that respect, you know what I'm saying? They're going to go off and do what they do. It's one thing about these sectors. They say one thing this way, they say one thing that way. You know what I'm saying? Everything is selective outrage at the end of the day. Because on the one hand, people going to go off and jump off like this. But then on the other hand, you're going to be like, oh, you can't tell people how to fight. Now, while all this is going on back and forth, right, exactly, 504, that did happen. So now, while all of this is happening, Soul Fight and Social Bomb is in the chat, okay? And you know that Soul Fight and Social Bomb is my peoples. That's, that's Team D's nuts, you heard? So Soul Fight is not liking YTC, and I'm like, wait a minute, when the fuck did that happen? Because I remember, Soul Fight used to be up in YTC Live, boot the bamboo, everybody good. I ain't know something going on. So Soul Fight says that YTC called Snoop a grease monkey. Now, I didn't hear it. Okay? I really didn't hear it. I guess because YTC's mic wasn't micing. But I'm not going to call Soul Fight a liar until I hear different. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, if she did say that, that's wrong. But at the same time, you can't tell a motherfucker how to fight. And Snoop might be saying a whole bunch of shit to her, too. She's telling everybody that, she with this man or whatever. She did this with this man. If they don't believe that and they say that's not true, she going to defend her name. She going to defend her honor and whoopty whap. Right, exactly. Child, I didn't even realize they wasn't there no more because when I be in there, I don't pay attention to the chat too much. I just be listening because I be at work and shit. You know what I'm saying? And when I be up in there, I be thinking, hey, ain't nobody else the fuck in there. You know what I mean? Like, the fuck? So yeah, so I didn't know none of this was popping. You feel me? So I'm like, wait a minute, Soul Fight, what you mad at YTC? So it's back and forth, beach, beach, beach. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then Social Bomb is like, yeah, that beach. And I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck? So they was like, oh, everybody get mad when people make racist, colorist comments, but when YTC do it, don't nobody say nothing. So I'm like, wait a minute, when the fuck did this happen? And they was like, YTC cussed them out and da-da-da. I was like, when the fuck did she cuss y'all the fuck out? I be taking breaks and shit. I don't, what? And then YTC's talking to me like, oh, but, she not even black and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, well, damn, it's that deep, Wody. I mean, yeah, but what? What happened, B? So that's why I left there with my head in my hands, like, what the fuck? What the fuck going on? That is crazy. And they all my people. I'm not going to say YTC is wrong. I ain't going to say they wrong either. Because I really don't the fuck know. Now, I did not, I'm telling y'all again, I didn't hear YTC call nobody a grease monkey. And child. And YTC is generally a person where if she does go off, you say something to her, she gonna say it back to your ass, which is, none of it is right at the end of the day. But but come on. I don't know. Come on. I don't know, child. I don't know. I'm too old for this shit. Okay? I'm too old for this shit. I'm just like, what the fuck? And I'm sure YTC gonna talk about it tomorrow. And somebody gonna be mad at me any fucking way. You taking this one side, and I don't even know whose side to take. Can I take my side? Can I love all of y'all? Can I still got love for all of y'all? And say, well, okay? Can I do that? Is that okay? Okay, 504. It's too many different decisions being made right now. You feel me? Like, come on now. Child. And you know what? I gotta go. I gotta go get the child. I gotta go. I'll be back. I'll probably be back. It's too much. I might talk about this on the other side. I don't know. Child, I need to go. I need to eat. And then I'm going to go on a spliff. I don't like, friends, I don't like when my peoples fight each other, man. I really don't. It's fucked up. And I got to figure out, I ain't got to, chaboo. Right, exactly, 504. It ain't my fight, damn it. Child, let me get the fuck